Welcome to YouTube channel. Today class for BCom Computers final year, semester 6th semester, subject electronic commerce. Topic is OSI, Open System Interconnectivity. So today the e-commerce, electronic commerce is completely works with internet only. So how the internet is establishing, how internet works means by using different type of protocols. Here the protocol is nothing but a set of rules. Generally the internet works based on the TCP/IP protocol suite. TCP/IP means transmission control protocol and internet protocol. It's a combination of two protocols, that is TCP and IP. TCP stands for transmission control protocol, whereas IP stands for internet protocol. So combination of these two protocols, the today's internet is working. Data is transferring from source to destination and among various sources. The TCP/IP is developed based on the OSI reference model. Here OSI means Open System Interconnectivity. It is one of the models for establishing a internet. So based on the OSI only, the TCP/IP model was developed. That's why first we have to discuss about the OSI, Open Systems Interconnectivity. So what is OSI model? We have to know that the Open Systems Interconnection model is a reference tool for understanding data communication between any two networked systems. There are also some benefits of OSI model. Remember this, Open System Interconnection, OSI is the reference model. The purpose is to understanding data communication between any two network systems. That is, there are some benefits with the OSI model. Before that, the OSI model having 7 layers. There are 7 layers in OSI model. That is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. There are 7 layers are included. Each layer playing a key role in data communication. That means mostly the network establishing by connecting various computers which are located in different locations. Today the internet is the global communication network. That means the internet establishes communication among the computers which are located in different areas, different countries. So for establishment of such network, various works are built in it. So such works, such steps are classified or processed with the 7 layers. That is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. These are the 7 layers are included in OSI model. Here OSI model is the for establishing a network or nothing but establishing a internet. So what it is doing means the data is moving from source to destination in that moving it is converted into different forms. Such forms are moving through these 7 layers. So each and every layer had to discuss here. Application layer, what it is doing, it presents a user interface. So that the application layer, what it is doing means it allow the users to read or allow the users to prepare a data, allow the users the message or document which is received from other source. The application allow the users to open it, to read it. So that means it provides a user interface. So that means the document is reading with help of the application layer only. That is, Then the second one is called presentation layer. What it is doing, it presents data and handles encryption decryption. Earlier we know that to transfer data in secure manner, such data must be converted into unreadable form, and again after reaching the destination, there again it must be converted into readable data. That is called decryption. We know that to send data in secure manner, it must be used the encryption decryption techniques. Such techniques are included as a part of the presentation layer. So here two works are performing, that is presents data and handling encryption decryption. Both activities are performing in presentation layer. And after the presentation layer, next the data or document goes to the next layer, that is called session layer. Here the session layer, what it is doing means, maintains distinction between data of separate, provides dialog control between hosts. So that means generally data is moving from source to destination or one host to other host. Such network maintenance between two hosts by the session layer only. It provides dialogue control between hosts. Then next one is called transport layer. It provides end-to-end connection, and it provides reliable unreliable delivery for and flow control. Here the transport, what it is doing means, one whole data is moving from one host to other host. So that means one host at one end, other host in other end. So the line must be established, the flow must be controlled by the transport layer. That means from one host data is moving, so that means the data flows from one host to other host. In that way, in that situation, the data flow must be controls, such controls by the transport layer. Then come to network layer. What it is doing means, it provides logical addressing and provides push determination using logical addressing. So the every host have some address. Here such address, physical address and logical address. Physical address means location, logical address means identifying through some method based on the, that means entire network established on different hosts which are in different areas. Such hosts must be identified based on a particular ID. Such ID is called as logical address. So the network layer, what it is doing, it identifying the logical address, and moreover it provides logical address for each and every host. That is comes to network layer. Then come to next layer is data link layer. What it is doing, it provides media access and physical addressing. So the location place is the physical addressing, the ID for a particular host is the logical address. So different media is playing a key role for in transmitting data. So here the different media, such media is provided as a part of the data link layer, and such media having identifying physical address for the host. And the last one is called physical layer. Very simple, without network infrastructure there is no meaning of network. So that is cables, hosts, routers, etc. as a part of the physical layer. It converts digital modems also, it converts digital data that it can be sent over a physical medium, moves data between hosts, that is physical layer. These are the 7 layers, and each and every layer having a specific purpose is defined. Each layer is defined for the specific purpose. Such 7 layers are application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link layer and physical layer. Then come to discussing about the each and every layer, what it is doing. The physical layer, it is responsible for transmitting data, transmitting now bit stream over the physical cable. Uh, the physical layer functions are data encoding, transmission technique, physical media transmission. Here physical media transmission means maybe a cable or maybe a radio waves, that is if it is cable, through cable the data or signals or data must be in the form of signals, it transfers through cables. Sometimes by using a signal system, radio waves, other waves, by using different antennas etc. For catching signals. So such signal functions are the responsible by the physical layer. Just you remember here 3 points related to its functions. Number 1 is data encoding, transmission technique, physical medium transmission. And the physical layer is responsible for transmitting raw bit stream. Now raw bit stream over the physical cable. As we know that generally the data is transforming in the form of bits. So flow of a collection of bits known as bit stream. In row of bit stream, the data can be transferred, such controlling by the physical layer. Then this is an example of physical layer. Here the cable is there, that is transmission media, pipe is there. Here it is the physical layer. It is from upper layer to upper layer. In what way? This is the 1 0 1 0 and other zeros 1 0, and here 1 0 1 0, other remaining all zeros are there. That means all these are treated as a bits, and that string is known as bit stream. That bit stream is flowing through a transmission media by using cable or pipe to other host, one host to other host. This type of mechanism included as a part of the physical layer. So here the physical layer means it is responsible for transmission raw bit stream over physical cable, and the functions are data encoding, transmission technique, physical medium transmission. Then come to next layer is data link layer. Data link layer is responsible for responsible for controlling the error between adjacent nodes and transfer the frames to other computer via physical layer. We know that the first one is physical layer, that is flow in the form of bit stream, whereas that is responsible for end-to-end data transfer through cable. Here the data link layer is responsible for controlling the error between adjacent nodes and transfer the frames to other computer via physical layer. In the physical layer part, that is controlling end-to-end point. Here it is controlling over error between adjacent nodes. So that means it reduces the error, or it looks to send the data without errors. Such controlling by data link layer, what it is doing means the functions of the data link layer are link establishment and termination, frame traffic control, frame acknowledgement. So that means the data is in the form of bits. Such bits grouped together as a frames. Such frames are given as in some numbering system. So frames are moving from source to destination. Such frames must be controlled. Such frames are responsible by the data link layer. Here it performs 3 points most important. One is linkage establishment, and after the data transmission the link must be terminated. Establishment and terminate both works by the data link layer only, and it also controls the traffic control. After the reaching of the particular frame, the data link layer acknowledges that the such frame is acknowledges that the frame is received at a particular end, which is uh, which is given as a address when sending the data. This is another works as frame acknowledgement. So here remember 4 points. The first point is controlling the error between adjacent nodes, and the functions are link establishment and termination, and frame control and frame acknowledgement. Here the example is there. Here data link layer is there, here also data link layer is there. It is at one host, it is another host. In the physical layer, what it is there, it's a bit stream is there. Such bits are transferred as a form of frames. Here T2 H2 frame T2 H2, here it is received. This is sending from one host and receiving by other host. So here the in between frames are there. Such frames are responsible by data link layer. Bit streams are responsible by physical layer. Generally physical layer contains the physical medium, whereas data link layer is responsible for sending frames which are formed through bit stream from the physical layer. This is about the data link layer. Then come to network layer. This layer is responsible for translating the logical network address and names into their physical address. So what it is doing means translating the logical address in network address and names into their physical address. So generally each and every host having unique ID, that is nothing but logical address, but such unique ID must be placed at a particular location. Such location is called physical address. So the network layer, what it is doing means it converts that logical address into physical address. That is by the responsibility of network layer. Moreover, the functions are subnet traffic control, logic physical address mapping, and frame fragmentation. These are the functions of network layer. Here subnet traffic control. So when data transmitting from one network to other network, in between there are different type of sub networks are there. Such sub networks traffic must be controlled by the network layer. And one more, here logical physical address mapping also responsible of the network layer only. Frame fragmentation. So here the fragmentation nothing but the frames are divided into parts. Such parts are identified by unique numbers, generally in sequential from such numbers. So the converting data into different pieces, different fragments, and each fragment have some numbers. So this type of mechanism, this type of work, this type of job is known as frame fragmentation. It is also job of the network layer. Then come to this network layer looks like this. Here what is there? From transport layer it is came data. Then network layer it is divided into packets form, and again it sends through data link layer. Through data link layer it is taking from again network layer and sent to the transport layer. This is the figure how the links between transport layer, network layer, and data link layer. This is an example. So simply we know that the frames are divided into packets. It is dividing and assembling. So once it is divided into parts at the destination place or all such frames must be reassembled. So it is called the uh, job of the data link layer. Data link layer. So then network layer, what it is doing, it is the responsible for fragmentation and converting logical address into physical address. Moreover, subnet traffic control must be handled by the network layer only. The next one is called transport layer. This layer is responsible for end-to-end delivers of messages between the networked hosts. Functions message segmentation, message acknowledgement, message session multiplexing. These are the functions of transport layer. First, it is responsible for end to end delivers of message between the network hosts. So generally the messages are sending through a network from one host to other host. So one host is the, in between there are number of other hosts. So but here the transport layer is responsible for sending a end to end message transmission. Moreover, here the work job functions are message segmentation, message acknowledgement, session multiplexing. Here that means segmentation means messages are in a proper way it is sending to one host to other host. After reaching that, the reply can be given to the source as a form of message acknowledgement. And sessions are multiplexing. Suppose a particular session the data can be transferred in particular data. If it is not delivered, if any error is occurred, then again it will take the next session, that is called as session multiplexing. These are the important key functions of transport layer. Then here the example is there. Here one host is there, here other host is there. Network also host to host delivery, whereas transport layer is process to process delivery. Between different hosts there are number of processors are there. So host to host delivery is the responsibility of the network layer, whereas particular process from one host to such process must be delivered to the concerned host, a responsibility of the transport layer. These are the different processes from one host. Here the different processes other host. Such process must be delivered to the other host by using network layer and transport layer. We know that very simple. Host to host responsibility is the network layer, whereas process to process responsibility is the network transport layer. These are the small difference between network layer and transport layer. Then its important functions are message segmentation, message acknowledgement, session multiplexing. These are the key functions of the transport layer. And responsibility is deliver some messages between the networked hosts. Then come to session layer. Then what it is doing means this layer is responsible for establishing the process to process communication between the host in the network. Responsible for establishing the process to process communication. Functions are session establishment, maintenance and termination, session support. That means for data transmission purpose, the session layer sets the sessions, some frequency of some time for a particular session can be set by the session layer. According to such a session, the session layer will establish a communication and terminate as per the session time. So this is the responsibility of establishing process to process communication for particular session by the session layer. Then the important functions of session layer is session establishment, maintenance, and termination. And the final one session layer function is session support is also important function for the session layer to transmit data from source to other. Here the session layer is given like this. Here the presentation layer, this is the session layer, this is also session layer, it is the source place, it is the destination place. Here the sessions are there. These sessions are delivering through a transport layer. Presentation, in the presentation layer presents the data. Such presented data, session layer send through a transport layer. It is from source, it is to destination. This is about the session layer. Then come to presentation layer. The presentation layer is responsible for protocol conversion, date encryption, decryption, expanding graphics, command, and the date compression. The presentation layer functions are character code translation, data conversion, data compression. Generally, we know that the code which is written by the user, such code must be converted into network accepting manner, and data must be converted, data must be compression. So large size of file must be compressed into small size. The purpose is to, without loss of data, the presentation layer compress the file, means it saves the less memory than actual file size. So when it is compressed, the network layer or transport layer can carry easily such messages. So that's why the presentation layer must play a key function, that is character code translation, data conversion, data compression. These are the key functions of presentation layer. Then come to, this is the application layer and presentation layer. With the application layer, data must be goes to the presentation layer through presentation layer, session layer, and other layers. From again it comes to destination part, from different layers to session layer and presentation layer. Then the final one is application layer is there. Here the application layer means application layer provide different services to the application. Generally the application layer provides an interface to the user to read such a to read the data which is sent by the source. The application layer functions are remote file access, electronic messaging, directory services, network management. These are the key functions of the application layer. The application layer provides different services to the application, such as remote file access, electronic messaging, delivery services, network management. Here the examples are there. This is the user at one place at one end. So different type of data is there. Such data is processed as a message. The message goes to the presentation layer, session layer, transport network layer, transport layer, physical layer, and again physical layer, transport layer, network layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So start with application layer, end with physical layer, and there at the destination part start with physical layer, end with the application layer. These are the 7 layers as a part of the OSI reference model. Once again I want to review that. Uh, Topic is the OSI, Open System Interconnectivity. It is a reference model for development of TCP/IP based on the Open System Interconnectivity model only. Today, Internet is working. Generally, in the OSI model, there are 7 layers are there. That is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Each and every layer sending data in different forms. So discussed here each and every layer, that is application layer. The application layer, the purpose is to interface for the user. So that means it allows the users to prepare a document, at the same time they allow users to read the document which is sent by the other host. That is application. The presentation, it is responsible for presenting a document, and whereas session layer, here it is process data is the presentation layer. Especially it includes encryption mechanism, that is encryption decryption. Encryption means the process of converting readable text into unreadable text, nothing but plain text into ciphertext, whereas decryption is converting ciphertext into plain text. Then come to session layer. It maintains distinction between data of separate applications and provides the dialogue control between hosts. It provides end-to-end communication connections, and it provides reliable, unreliable delivery and flow control. Then network layer, it provides logical addressing, whereas it provides path determination using logical addressing. So basically the network layer, what it is doing is it provides logical address. With help of the logical address only, the path should be established from one host to other host to transfer data. Then data link layer, it provides media access and physical addressing. Then the last one, it converts digital data into that it can be sent over the physical medium. It moves data from between hosts. Data between hosts. Then physical layer. The physical layer is responsible for transmitting raw bit stream over physical cable. Generally, the physical layer includes cables, routers, modems, etc. These are the physical devices which are playing a key role to data moving between the hosts. So here the physical layer functions are data encoding and transmission technique, physical medium transmission. These are the three functions are there. One is data encoding, and second one is transmission technique, and third one is physical medium transmission. These are the functions of the physical layer. Especially it is responsible for transmitting raw bit stream over the physical cable. Remember this, it is responsible for raw bit stream through physical cable or over physical cable. So here the raw bit stream is nothing but the bit stream contains the numbers, either zeros and ones or combination of zeros and ones. Such bit stream must be transmitted from physical layer to again physical layer. Generally it made with the bit stream made with different forms. Finally the physical layer consists such bit stream at source. When you send it to the others, there also the physical layer will takes the such bit stream and converting into the destination required manner. Then come to data link layer. It is responsible for controlling the error between adjacent nodes and transfer the frames to other via physical layer. So here it is also responsible for controlling the error between the adjacent nodes. That means it focuses on errors if it is occurring, and moreover it responsible for error free data transmission. That is data link layer. Moreover, its basic functions are link establishment and termination, and moreover frame traffic control and frame acknowledgement. These are the three functions of data link layer. That is link establishment and termination, and frame traffic control, frame acknowledgement. Then come to this is the example of the um, data link layer. So it takes bit stream from physical layer and takes from data link layer, it sends to the network layer. Then see about the network layer. It is responsible for translating the logical network into names into their physical address. So some logical address must be converted into physical form through a network layer. Here the network layer functions are subnetwork traffic control, logical and physical address mapping, frame fragmentation. So we know that converting into logical address into physical address means the host located some physically somewhere. Such physical location must be identified with help of the logical address. So such logical address must be processed and identification by the network layer. Moreover, the data must be fragmented. That is the bit stream divided into different packets. Each packets are identified with unique ID, and such packets are identification dividing packets is known as fragmentation. Such fragmentation must be controlled by the prepared and controlled by the network layer. Here it is there. This is the network layer in between through network layer. So that means these 7 layers are applicable at source, as well as these 7 layers are applicable at destination also. Then come to transport layer. After the completion of network layer job, the next responsibility will taken by the transport layer. This layer is responsible for end-to-end delivery of messages between the network hosts. So here the transport layer functions are message segmentation, message acknowledgement, session multiplexing. These are the three key functions by the transport layer when sending data from one end to other end. So it takes the responsibility of delivery of messages between the networked hosts by the functions of the following. Number one, message segmentation and message acknowledgement, session multiplexing. These are the three key functions of transport layer. Then come to these are the here network layer and transport layer, both are there. What is the network layer is doing means establishes a communication for host to host delivery, whereas transport layer establishes established network by the network layer. It takes the responsibility of process to process delivery a particular message. Then come to session layer. This is the layer is responsible for establishing the process to process communication between the hosts in the network. The session layer functions are functions establishment, a maintenance and a termination, and supports the session support. So that means generally when moving data from host to other host, it takes some time. Such time must be divided into different parts. Such parts are called sessions. Such each and every session will be handled controlled by the session layer to move data in the form of process to process communication between the various hosts in the network. That's why it plays the following two important functions, that is session establishment, maintenance and termination. Session established to start the data transfer. Once data is transferring, it should be maintained by the session layer. Once data transmitted is completed, then the session layer terminates that connection, and it's supporting for sending messages in the form of sessions, that is called session support. Then presentation layer, this is about the session layer. Then presentation layer, the presentation layer is responsible for protocol conversion, the encrypted or decrypted decryption, expanding graphics command, the data comparison, and its functions are character code translation, data conversion, data compression. These are the key functions of the presentation layer. Here the application layer to application layer, presentation layer to session layer. Discussing about the presentation layer, session layer. Then one more is there, that is finally application layer is. This application layer provides different services to the application, and application layer functions are remote file access, electronic messaging, remote electronic messaging, delivery services, network management. These are the four functions performing by the application layer to transmit data from one node to other node, one host to other host. These are the examples. So actually internet, we know that it's a network of networks. So it's a global communication network. Such network established by using TCP IP. Here TCP IP is nothing but transmission control protocol and internet protocol. Such model developed by using ISO, International Standards Organizations model, that is OSI, Open System Interconnectivity. It having the 7 layers, each layer playing a crucial role and a specific purpose. It is defined according to the definition of such layer. The data must be transmitted from end to end as per the layers which are defined in the OSI system. Based on the layers and based on the OSI reference model, TCP IP model was developed. Generally, the internet is the set of protocols, nothing but it contains the protocol suite. Similarly, TCP IP is also called as internet protocol suite. Here, suite is nothing but it a collection of different protocols. What is the protocol? Protocol is nothing but set of rules. Some of the rules are defined to transmit data from source to destination, or transmitted data between the hosts. Some of the rules are included. Such rules are called as set of protocols. So different protocols are using. All protocols are defined as a part of the TCP IP. So that is called internet protocol suite. TCP IP is called internet protocol suite, that is developed based on the OSI. In the next class, we discussed about the TCP IP model and its layers. But the layers are 7 layers are in OSI model. So 7 layers are converted into 5 layers in TCP IP model. In the next class, we'll discuss about the TCP IP model. Here we understood about the International Standards Organization defined a model that is called OSI model, Open System Interconnection Reference Model. This is the basis for TCP IP model. Thank you everybody. Thank you for choosing మై యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. బంగారం చెప్పు.
లంచ్ ఏం చేయమంటావు?
మీరు ఏం తినాలనుకుంటే అది చేయండి.
లాక్డౌన్ అయిపోయినాక వస్తావా? ఏంది అంత పిచ్చి పిచ్చిగా మాట్లాడుతున్నావు?
వాస్తవం మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
వాస్తవం కాదు, ఏం కాదు. ఇప్పుడు నీతోటి ఎవరు ఫైటింగ్
చెప్పి
ఫైటింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు?